Welcome to February 2017. So I'm just going to get right into it. So far, I always watch other tarot videos just to kind of see what's going on. And I know that right now the sky, like for astrology, is going crazy. It could feel a little bit like any newness that's coming in, especially that came in January, is kind of backbreaking, kind of a pain in the ass. This is all good though. A lot of the times we need this pain to grow, right? So if something is bothering you and this is kind of what's going to be the theme of this spread, just let it go. But I'm going to get started, okay? The situation right now for February 2017 is getting to that place of, just balance, comfortability. With the new year, we can feel kind of, chaotic and staggered, and, our resolutions are either setting in or they've fallen apart. And it's hard to kind of get back to that motivation, that happy place that we're at the beginning of the year, because all that freshness is kind of gone, right? Now we're actually like getting into the swing of things. It's like, it's like Sunday. It's Sunday when you think about the months, right? Like we've already experienced the Saturday, the front of that, and now we have Sunday. We know that it's a calm month, but we still know that eventually we have to get back to work, right? So obstacle and an aid is really just revealing where that lies. Where is that fun? Sometimes with Geminis we can be so, I don't want to say two-faced, but we feel one way and we act the other way. We mean one thing and we say the other thing, when in reality that's not what we're trying to convey. And it's only when we reveal these truths to ourselves that we're able to convey it a lot easier to other people. Geminis can be the most misunderstood sign just because they don't even really understand. The Geminis in my life, they don't get along with each other. There's something about the other twin that they don't like seeing in other people. It's almost like it's revealing too much and they don't like that. So like I said, the key to get to this happy and optimistic place is to reveal that side of you that you're hiding, that other twin, the harsher twin or the happy twin. Whichever side you've been showing lately, it's time to maybe put that one away and allow the other side of you to breathe and see how that works out for you, okay? That's really going to give you some strength. That's really going to give you, some stability in your life, and it's going to change your relationships, because we go so long in these set ways and these set relationships where there's no real room for growth and there's no real room for expansion, and we feel stuck within a relationship because that's how we're supposed to be acting, right? Like, we've acted this way for so long, why would we change it? But with this new 2017 and February now, it's such a spiritually powerful month because it is a 2-month. It's all about relationships. It's all about really just taking off that muzzle and just saying what's on your mind. Voice what you want to say with tact, right? Don't burn any bridges, because Geminis can be really fiery with their words, but don't burn any bridges. There's really no point, and you don't want to start that going out into the year. So subconsciously, there is some rest going on at home and with family, maybe spending more time with the females in your life and not enough time with, friends. So definitely take your time. Realize that this is in your subconscious mind, and your subconscious wants you to start focusing more on the lighter side of life, music, travel, things like that. So take the rest that you need in order to get yourself pumped up for March. Birthday's coming up, so definitely try and plan something fun, because it's due time, okay? Actually, a lot of Geminis I know have been having fun, but it's not a let loose fun. It's, I'm gonna put these experiences in my life, and that's fun. And that's what my fun is. But if we can't have fun sitting at home doing nothing and just giggling, laughing, just having a good time with the people close to us, then what fun are we really having, right? Like, the best fun you're going to have, sorry, I have a little bit of cold. The best fun you're going to have is without any distractions, without any bells and whistles. So try and go that route. Try and see how much fun you can have just hanging out, doing absolutely nothing, and just laughing with the people closest to you. In your mind, that, you're thinking that you are very strong. If something did happen, this backbreaking thing, recognize that you do have the strength here to empower yourself and build yourself up. It's just really about taming that beast. It's really about taming that side of you that people recognize your strength. People totally see that, and they know that you are a strong person. But the thing is that maybe your roar is a little bit too loud for this situation right now, okay? So dull the roar a little bit. Something in the immediate past, definitely that balance there. So something from the past definitely could have came up that has definitely got you on your toes, got you thinking like, what am I doing? Just roll with it. Definitely just roll with it. February isn't a crazy month for Geminis at all. It's just another kind of go with the flow month, which is nice and relaxing. So definitely you're able to get that rest. But like I said, if you feel kind of low and you can't get that spark, that brightness back, just reveal the other twin. Reveal the softer side of you. Reveal the fun side of you. Like I said, we don't have to constantly be in these parameters of a relationship. We can explore other ways, especially within these one-on-ones. You know, maybe what's needed is a little change, because Geminis, you know, Geminis have such an active mind. If they're stagnant, it's so easy to blame the world and say the world is boring, you know, my relationships are boring, I'm not getting stimulated. But if we're not providing that for other people, then they're not going to provide it for us. So get out there, get your mind active. In the future, it's going to be a lot of focus more on, you know, your material wealth, what's grounding you, what's in your heart, what's on your head, your pride, your ego, your roots, your nationality. A lot of that stuff is going to be coming up in the home and family. So as of right now, before that comes up, you want to really gain that strength. You want to have that strength to deal with that, because that's not necessarily going to be an easy thing. You know, when people are constantly talking and focusing on the material aspects of life, it can really bog us down. It can really bog us down for sure, because it feels like that's all we're here for, is just to kind of make money and to create and to produce, and which is totally true. We are here to create something beautiful and magnificent. But if money and material wealth isn't that magnificence that you want in your life, it's time to really start exploring other avenues, because we're getting stuck. We're getting totally stuck into this material aspect of life, and that's definitely not what life is all about, okay? So you right now, there is some confusion here. The confusion I'm feeling is when it comes to material wealth, like I said, but just keep the focus. If wealth is where you're headed, then stay focused and make sure that the end justifies the means. See what I'm saying? Make sure that you're not burning any bridges on your way, hurting any feelings on your way. Have the goal in mind 100%, but just make sure that the goal is coming from a pure place and not from an ego place. If it's to satisfy some sort of ego, is it to prove to someone else? If it's not to prove to yourself your capabilities, it's not going to be beneficial once you get there, because you absolutely will get there. Like, I don't doubt that for a second, especially for Geminis. You guys are so motivated and passionate, and you guys are actually able to carry out plans which other signs absolutely adore and admire. The thing is that you have to make sure that on your way there, you're not hurting the people that you care about. You're not allowing them to suffer. Just make sure that you're keeping an eye on the prize while also maintaining the present moment. So friends and family, you've been giving a lot to them, like it's your responsibility, and or they've been giving to you, but it definitely feels more like you've been giving too much time and effort to the friends and family, and not in the way that is positive or progressive with your life path. You know, we give out of necessity, especially the people that we care about, instead of giving from a place of love. When you can start giving from a place of love, from that second twin, the softer twin, let the other side of you give, not the side that feels responsible, not the side that feels like they have to. Give from the side that just wants to, because, you know, when you provide and you come from a place of wanting to provide, that's exactly what the universe gives you. The universe wants us to give to others freely and generously, not from a place of lack, from a place of abundance. So the more you give, the universe is going to give to you to give. So keep giving, okay? Hope and fear, you definitely, for the unmarried Geminis, the card that I pulled up is you want this celebration, you want this party, you want this come together of unity. Marriage is absolutely something that's on your mind, feeling like, you know, marriage is that last the last dot on the I, the last kind of ribbon on the present. It's going to make you feel abundant. It's going to make you feel on point. But that's also a fear. So keep in mind that the fears that you're having are also kind of what you hope for. You know, you want this unity. You want to go forward with your relationship. You want some sort of commitment. You want a party. You want to You want to plan. However, what does that mean? That's going to be a lot of work, and that's going to be a lot more giving to family and friends that maybe you're ready for, okay? So keep that in mind. Even though we may want these things, we need to make sure that what we actually want is not going to hinder our progress in other aspects of our life. You know, if you're focusing so much on getting that ring that you've completely lost sight of getting, you know, that promotion, or getting, you know, that, or having fun going out because it's too focused on the relationship, just try and balance it out. Take it from your Libra friends and just try and balance out every area of your life. You know, the areas of your life that aren't doing well, there's not enough focused attention, positive focused attention there. So like I said, if you want this unity, you hope for it, but you also fear for it, maybe try and scale back and see why you have these commitment fears, okay? Because a lot of the times it's stemming from not even something that came from you, but it's something from a parent, you know, a parent who got heartbroken, or from a relative, an ancestor that was heartbroken, that you're carrying forward their pain and their grief. So just make sure that the fear that you have about coming to some sort of unity is yours and yours alone, okay? So the final card, the outcome for February 2017, is moving on. Moving on with strength. When you move on with strength and conviction and empowerment, it's a lot easier for you to get over things, okay? So when I say moving on, I'm sure that rang a bell for some of you, because it is time to move on. Focus too much on the changes in the past, the changes that really constricted your freedom. That doesn't have to be the case all the time. Don't give other people that power. I've been talking a lot about relationships and how Geminis act within relationships. And February, like I said, is already a relationship heavy month. So this really would be the time for you guys to take a look at your relationships now and just see what's going on. Check in. You know, how is everybody doing? How's mom doing? How's dad doing? How these little relationships that actually mean a lot to other people that maybe you've been neglecting, it's time to really check in. And once you can check in with the existing relationships, it'll be a lot easier for you to go out and find a new relationship without the guilt of, well, I should be, you know, putting my attention there. So I don't have much today. I'm so sorry. I'm kind of a lower vibe today. Been feeling kind of sick lately. So I hope that was an enjoyable read for you guys. Thank you so much for all the support you guys have given me. You have no idea how much that means to me, and I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the comments. I really appreciate the shares. I'm loving doing this. So even though today I may seem kind of low, I am absolutely loving doing this for you guys. So I will see you guys in March, and I hope you have a lovely, lovely February. Bye, Geminis.